All right, I think we are live. Hi, everybody. I hope everybody's having a really, really good day. We're really excited to bring this opportunity to you. We have never done one like this before, so we're newbies at this. Before we get going, I just want to give you a little Plexus disclaimer. These are our own individual testimonies. We are not here to tell you that this is going to cure or treat or prevent anything. We are super passionate about products that have changed things for us, and we want to share that with you tonight. So first up, we are going to have Jennifer.
All right, thanks for welcoming me. And yeah, I've never done the YouTube version of this. That's pretty exciting. You know, it's funny, 4 years ago, I can't tell you that I would have thought I'd have a story that somebody would want to hear. But that's the beauty of this. We're all going through our lives, walking, living, raising our children, but we all are looking for that one thing that's going to help us feel better or stronger, give us that freedom. And Plexus is exactly what did that for me. So 4 years ago, do you know that movie, How Stella Got Her Groove Back? Am I like dating myself right now? I remember hearing about that movie in high school, and it was about this middle-aged woman, and she was kind of coming back into her exciting years. And I was like, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Until I lost myself for 10 years. I lost myself. My weight spiraled completely out of control. My desire to do those things that I used to love to do, it was almost like someone had put the light out inside of me. I felt like the only thing I could do was sit on the couch and fold laundry. And even still, I felt like I wasn't making a difference in my children's lives. I was tired. I felt overwhelmed all of the time. Anxious. My eating was horrible. I really made a commitment that I was going to feed my children as clean as I possibly could on a very, very limited budget. But for my body, I put anything and everything I wanted to in it. I drank Diet Dr. Pepper. I ate horribly. And then I saw a friend share about Plexus, and it made me mad. It made me angry because I felt like I can't afford that, and that's not fair. And then I made a decision. 6 months later, my mother-in-law gave us a check for $100 for our anniversary. I said to my husband, I really want to try this. I had this hope in me. And without that hope, I can't tell you where I'd be now. So now I'm a Diamond Ambassador. What does that mean? It means that I really love gut health, blood sugar regulation, and loving people where they are. So when I started these products, maybe you haven't tried them yet, or maybe you're brand new to using them and you're thinking, what is all of the hype about? Well, it's simple science. It comes down to this. Our bodies are out of whack. It is really hard to take care of ourselves, even if we eat clean and we exercise, and I wasn't. So I truly did have amazing results quickly. Within the first 30 days, I felt like my brain had cleared up. I felt like I was smiling again. People commented to me, you look so happy. They didn't say you look tiny or you look so skinny. It wasn't that. It was they saw this look in my eyes that hadn't been there before. And that's what happens when you're sleeping well, your body's working correctly, you're starting to work the way your body was made to work. And so I was consistent with the products. Could I afford them? No. And so here's what I did. I immediately called 3 friends and I said, do this with me, walk with me in this. And that allowed me to go an extra month. And now as I look at, my dad's a big supplement guy. The amount of money people spend on supplements could never touch the affordability of Plexus. And I'm so thankful that I'm able to use these safe and natural products, non-GMO, totally clean, just for daily living. So I lost 45 pounds in about 7 months, and that gave me a really big jump start into my health journey, which I'm still on. 4 years into this, I still get results from these products. But here's what really happened. I became a stronger mom to my 4 kids, a way better wife to my husband because I had self-confidence. And then I decided I am tired of having zero money for groceries. I'm really tired of having a house that's too small for our family. I'm really tired of worrying that the water's going to be turned off, that we're not going to have enough money to pay our electric bill. I see an opportunity here. I believe in it. And why not me? Why not? And so I decided I was going to share from the heart what these products were doing for me. And when I did that, my business began to grow. And I remember laying in bed one night and I thought, what would I do if I made like a couple $1,000s a month? Like, how do you even spend that money? And my brain was just turning and I thought, but how am I going to get people to join? Well, come to find out, you don't have to get anyone to join because we're all looking for this exact thing. We want something that helps us make a difference in the world while making a difference in ourselves. And that's exactly what Plexus is. We're not about carrying inventory, having home parties, calling you the last day of the month and saying, hey, place your order. We're about walking you through a health journey using products that are guaranteed to work because of the science behind them. We can't tell you when it will happen. Some people a month, some people 6 months, some people a year in. They're starting to see detoxification of their body. They're starting to see these results they were hoping and praying for. We can't tell you when, but I can tell you the ingredients are proven to provide results. And they did for me. And so now, 4 years in, I'm at the top of the company. The average annual income of a Diamond Ambassador is $450,000. What? What does that even mean? It means financial freedom for my family. And I do it in a way that when I put my head down at night, in this bed actually, that I do it with a clear conscience and I know that I'm building a legacy for my children. So if you're watching this and you're interested in the products, but you're also saying, I really am tired of clocking in and out every single day. I'm tired of having to ask permission to go on vacation. I'm tired of feeling like my life's living me. This is truly for people that are seeking that type of freedom, and you do it in a way that you bless other people. It's basically sending blessings to every person you know and love, and then growing your friend circle and sharing these products with them. So I'm super excited I got to share my story, and the story is going to continue to evolve, but it's not unique. This story is your story. You too can say yes. No risk, buy some products, have the 60-day money-back guarantee sitting there to give you that feeling of security. Start using the products and then start making a list. Who in your family struggles with high blood pressure? Who in your family struggles with health issues? Who in your neighborhood is working 2 jobs and delivering pizza and probably could really use this opportunity? We all know someone. I can guarantee you that. So thanks for asking me to share my story. I'm ready to pass it on over.
Well, I guess I'm next, aren't I? My name's Lisa Youngs. I'm a Ruby Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. Now, I watched Jennifer and her transformation literally happen before my eyes. So I watched her for about 18 months. I had just had back surgery about 3 years ago, and I had laid in bed for 3 months. So obviously, I wasn't feeling well. I was on a lot of medications. I gained weight. So when I decided to start Plexus, I just wanted to, lose 5 pounds. I didn't expect, I had no idea what I was signing up for. The first thing that I noticed was the energy. I was one of those moms, I would have a nap every day. 3 o'clock, I was taking a nap. And with Plexus, I have steady energy. Even my husband, he's so appreciative of Plexus because, I'm busy. I get a lot more done. I'm just more active. And then I was always one of those moms, even if I'm eating healthy, I would go, sneak into the pantry and grab a handful of M&Ms, or I would go through the drive-thru at Chick-fil-A 3 times to get a big old ice cream cone. I just really, really struggled with that sweet tooth. And it's amazing. Here I am, a little over 2 years, and I still have no sugar cravings. It's amazing. It still feels like magic. With all the medications that I was on, I didn't sleep well. I would stay up till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And now that my body is balanced, I lay my head on the pillow and I fall asleep and I sleep like a baby. I'm telling you guys, that is life changing. And after my back surgery, I really, really struggled with nerve issues. I had a lot of pain down my leg, tingling in my toes, and that's why I was still taking medications for so long. And now I do not have those issues because it helps with inflammation. I'm telling you, when you are not feeling pain in your joints and your back, it's life changing. One of the things for me that I had no idea about was I always struggled with digestive issues, meaning I didn't understand why people had to go to the bathroom every day. And now I'm one of those people that I will share it from the rooftops, because you would not believe how many people struggle with the same issue. It's amazing. And it's just not good for you. So I'm so thankful for that. And then of course, I looked to lose 5 pounds. Well, I ended up going down 3 sizes, which is huge. So now I feel my own skin. I'm more active with my kids. I have 6 kids. I homeschool. I'm an active, busy mama with a lot on my plate. When you have a life like that, it can throw you some curveballs, and recently we just had some struggles. And I'm telling you, if I hadn't had Plexus in my life, I just wouldn't have been able to handle it as well as I did. It's just when you feel well and balanced, you're able to handle life better. You're happier. You're a better friend. And like Jennifer said, you're a better wife. You're a better mom, whatever it is. And because we have 6 kids, I felt really bad. I felt guilty, about signing up, as far as taking the money away from the family. So I knew right away that I would want to get my products covered. And so what do you need to do to get your products covered? You need to grab 3 people to join you, which of course is fun anyway, because you have that accountability. It's just more fun to do with a friend. So I grabbed my brother, my best friend, and my friend to join me. And so I've been able to get my products covered since the first month, which has been amazing. And all 3 of those people are still doing it with me. So even though I was looking to lose 5 pounds, I ended up getting all these blessings. And now I have a story to share with people, a story of hope, like Jennifer said. And now I've met some of the best people that I would have never met if it wasn't for Plexus. I have friends for life. I call it a job because I make a good income. I'm actually able to pay my mortgage, and cover my products. That's crazy. I'm a homeschooling mom and able to help my husband relieve some of the stress. I had no idea. But now here I am, loving this, encouraging people, watching people have their health, get it back, and feel better than they have for years and years. And that's my job. You know what I mean? That never, ever gets old. So now, it's one of those things where I always said, I'm not a salesperson. I'm not. Guess what? I can tell you, I love talking about Plexus. I will share it with everyone. So just so thankful. So Jennifer Lee, thank you. It's been a blessing for sure.
And I think I'm next. Okay. Hi, everybody. And be straight up and honest that I am extremely nervous and slightly sensitive because my journey has a lot to do with 4 years ago. And so I'll get into that, and I'm going to try and be as emotionally strong as I possibly can. And so just to give you a little bit of background so that I can build this up for you. I felt that I knew what my dreams were always going to be, that I was going to be in the law enforcement field, and told my dad that I was going to be that female that walked beside the president, and I was going to be that female that opened up all those doors in the law enforcement field. And then July 21st, 2013, I kind of did a 180 there. I was working as a probation parole officer, and my husband and I were blessed with our son on July 21st, 2013. So, and what a blessing that was. And we're so grateful. And it was healthy, and, again, just a straight blessing. And we came home, and everything seemed, there's no manual, right? They don't come with manuals. So what was normal was what our routine was. But I felt, after a few days, I felt myself drifting an unfamiliar place. And every day I progressively got worse and worse and worse, and it just continually got darker and darker and darker. And I was always raised to be a very strong, independent woman, and I was myself not being able to be so emotionally strong. I didn't have, you know, that fairy tale feeling of the love that was supposed to be shared between a woman or a mother and her son or child. I remember the day like it was yesterday. It was a Sunday afternoon. It had gotten to the point where I was no longer wanting or desiring to get out of bed. I no longer desire to take a shower. I no longer desire to function in society as a quote unquote normal human being, if you will. Um, and it was so incredibly scary. I didn't know what direction to turn. I just felt that I had absolutely no control of my life. So at that point, that Sunday afternoon, I finally admitted to my husband that I had been having and experiencing thoughts of harming myself. And the amazing husband that he was, he immediately called the strongest woman that I know to this day, my mom, and she was literally at my doorstep in less than 2.5 seconds. She was here and she was saving the day. Made a phone call, and that particular doctor answered that phone call on a Sunday afternoon, which was didn't have to happen. She didn't need to pick up that phone, and she did. Um, I was then taken, to the emergency room. There were suggestions of the third floor, and working as a parole officer, I mean, I had helped admit people to the third floor, so that was not an option. So from that point, I was then put on four medications and still struggling, finding my place. So fast forward a couple of actually fast forward a couple of years, and my sister-in-law, um, extremely um, persistent in such a wonderful and the words will never express how grateful, truly grateful I am for her, because she continually knocked on my door with Plexus products, and she knew that this was exactly where I needed to be. And finally started with the products. I can't express to you how much it changed me back into who I was. I found myself in that dark place, and I will tell you, I would, much like you, Lisa, I wish I could stand on every single mountaintop and scream because I don't wish this or that feeling for anyone. And if I could share Plexus with the world, I know we all would. And I owe it all to Bree for being so persistent and knowing what this could do for me and how it could change my life and make me back into me. Um, I I can't tell you how grateful I am for these products, and I can tell you from being in that dark place and where I am today. I You know what? I'm at a loss of words for it, and that's how I can explain that, because these products have taken me off all of my medication. They have just literally put me back into So I thank you all for giving me the opportunity to share today, and thanks for this blessing.
Thank you for that, Chelsea. I know how incredibly hard that time was for you, and I know how incredibly hard it is for you to open up about those times, but you change lives every time you share that story. So thank you. My name is Brianne Coolidge, and I'm an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus. It is something that I never, ever, ever thought that I would be proud to say, but I am, and it's because of stories like this that absolutely change everything. And I could talk to you for hours. Some of you that have been in a room with me, you know this, that I could tell you stories and stories about how this has changed me and my health, from going to crawling up the stairs next to a 1-year-old because my joints were so inflamed that I could not move them, to having specialists tell my daughter that she needed a bubble to be able to go outside or to be able to be around other people for fear of people touching her with foods and different things that she would go through outside. These products have changed everything for our family. But I was a complete skeptic. I wanted nothing to do with the actual products. And so I want to take a couple of minutes and tell you why that changed for me. Because if you are like me, maybe you saw those posts on Facebook. You've seen people talking to you about them, or you've seen them talking on Facebook, and you roll your eyes and you scroll by a little bit faster. That was me. I thought that I knew everything that I needed to know about supplements. I knew they were uber important, but I thought that I already had it all. I was spending a lot of money, sadly, on a probiotic that I was getting from another place. I thought that I knew what was important in it, and so I didn't want anything to do with these products. I thought if they weren't found on a store shelf, that I probably didn't need it, because I had such a skewed vision of marketing. But now I know that these products work because of the ingredients, first of all, but because we are attached to them, because of stories like you've heard tonight, and because of stories that you will develop on your own and share with people. That's what makes these products so amazing. So a lot of people start out with these 3 products. It's called the Triplex Pack. It is our pink drink that you all see us posting about so much. A product called BioCleanse, which you maybe can't see very well because of the glare with the light, and one called ProBio 5. 3 out of 5 people in America, and these statistics are staggering to me, 3 out of 5 people are in a state of dysbiosis. And what that basically means is we have trillions of cells, of microbial cells that make up our microbiome. Most of them are housed in our gut. And that is responsible for 70 to 80% of our immune system, 90% of our neurotransmitters, and the health of our brain, our hormones. There are so many things that are linked to that gut health. And there is a reason why we all feel those symptoms every day that we wish that we could get rid of. It's because we all experience stress. Our diet is filled with high fats, high sugars, and processed foods. The pollution that we breathe in every single day, not sleeping, poor sleep is a huge contributing factor. And also the over medication that we experience in this country. One antibiotic can throw off your gut microbiome for up to a year. And over-the-counter medications can do the same thing. And so that good bacteria that we should have gets depleted every single day just because of the way that we live in our lifestyle. So if that good bacteria is getting depleted, then our immune system, our hormones, different things with the way that we think and we feel, literally our health and our happiness gets depleted every single day because that bad bacteria starts to take over. And so that's where these products are so key. They go in and they target our gut microbiome, and they go in and help restore that state of normal bacteria levels. That I was so skeptic of these products is because you hear so many different stories. You hear Jennifer's, you hear Lisa's, you hear Chelsea's. We all have vastly different stories. And we are so trained, at least I was, to walk into a store and we see all those different headings, right? We see the headings to treat one symptom, we see the headings to treat another, and we treat our bodies like they're complete different entities. And that is not the way that it has to be. These products go in and they treat the whole, and they help us as a whole. Our bodies don't have to be treated separately for every single thing that we're feeling. One of the reasons that I did not think that I wanted to try this product right here, which is an absolute lifesaver, I drink it every single morning. It's super, super simple. It comes in these 30 little wonderful packets, and you just dump it in, you shake it. My kids think it's magic. They shake it up for me every single morning. But it's called Slim. And if you do have weight as a symptom, it is clinically proven to help you with that. But we all, most of us anyway, wish that this was called Balance, because it does just that. It helps to go in, it has prebiotics that go in and feed your microbiome, and it helps to balance our microbiome and help to balance out that bacteria to turn it back into a normal level. Everything, like Jennifer said, we're non-GMO. All of the products, or all of the ingredients in this, are safe and natural, so we don't have to worry about that. But the blood sugar balance is key. Those afternoon crashes that we experience as moms, when we cannot wait for our kids to go take a nap so then we can try to take a nap too, that does not happen anymore with this product. It is absolutely phenomenal. The other two products that we love to start people out on, and this was one I was super skeptical about, this ProBio 5. Like I said, I was on other probiotics. I thought that I knew what I needed to know. It turns out I did not. This one has an antifungal in it, so it goes in and it helps to rid that bad bacteria, as well as going in to put in good bacteria. This also has digestive enzymes, and what I super love about it is that it does not have to be refrigerated. So it's super simple to take. I keep it next to my toothbrush every single night. I take it before I go to bed. It takes an extra 10 seconds in our routine, because let's face it, life is busy and we don't want one more thing that we have to overcomplicate. And that's why so many things don't work, is because we can't fit it into our lifestyle. This works because we can fit it in and because it has ingredients that work really well. This product, BioCleanse, everybody gets super scary about this and gives those funny faces, because when you hear cleanse, you think that it's going to be something that's going to leave us running to the bathroom for the weekend, right? Not the case at all with this. My kiddos are 4, 5, and 7. They get this every single night before they go to bed. I'm through with the diaper stage, and it does not cause any of that issue ever. But this is really, really important for the magnesium oxygen compound that is in it. 85% of Americans, they estimate, are deficient in magnesium. Magnesium comes from our food sources, and as we all know, our grocery store is filled with processed foods, and so we're not getting that magnesium that we need. 300 of our body processes run on magnesium, so this helps us. It helps us with that magnesium. It also helps to put the oxygen back into our cells. So these 3 products are key in being able to get back to that healthy lifestyle, get back to that health and happiness, and have helped every single one of us start on our journeys. So whoever invited you to this group tonight would be more than happy to explain a little bit more about those products and how you can get going with them. But we're really, really excited that you're here, and I cannot wait for you to hear from Alida last.
Well, aren't you just the sweetest? Have you guys not loved hearing these testimonies? I love each of these ladies on here, and I know them, and it's so cool to me to hear these stories. It never, ever gets old hearing these testimonies. I started the products. I also watched Jennifer Leith lose weight, feel amazing. She's feeling so great. I was a super skeptic. And I think that's what you're hearing here as a pattern from all of us tonight, is we were all skeptical. We weren't sure about it. We all were just like you on here thinking, okay, I'll hop on in here. Maybe it'll help me with a symptom, like Bree was just explaining. And that's what I absolutely love about these products, is that it's going to go in and actually heal the root. So the issue that you're having, and you're going to see results you were never expecting. So I joined, I wanted to lose some baby weight and, start feeling better, start feeling like myself again. And I had what I would call like mom brain. And when I started taking them and realized, wow, I don't live in this fog anymore, that really changed my life. And that might sound crazy to some people, but when you start to feel like yourself and you start to feel like you can actually accomplish things that you didn't even know were possible, and you actually feel like I am coming into my own. I mean, It really is. It's kind of like, yeah, I got this. And so when I started feeling like that, people wanted to know, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I had seen that Jennifer was extremely successful with Plexus. She was sharing because she shared from her heart, and it meant something to her because these products changed not just her life, but her family's life. I watched it help her whole entire family. And so I knew that I could not keep my mouth shut. And so I started sharing, and I started sharing because I loved these products. So I'm sharing, and really, I've got a little person here. So I started sharing and just genuinely telling people what my story was, because I think when people think of network marketing or think of something like this setup, they start to wonder about the authenticity of it. And really, we're just moms who feel amazing, who want to tell you guys, who want to tell their friends and their loved ones how incredible this opportunity is and how incredible these products are. So I started sharing Plexus. And a year into it, my husband unexpectedly passed away, hence little people everywhere. I have 4 small children, 2, 4, 6, and 8, and I'm a widowed single mom. And I provide completely for my family. Sorry, guys. I provide completely for my family by myself on my Plexus income. We had no life insurance, and this more than provides everything that we could ever possibly need. So I could just sit on here and tell you story after story of how Plexus has been such a blessing in my life, and it really, really has. But what really blesses me is that I watch my friends and my family start to heal from the inside out. I've watched them turn into people who are walking in their purpose for the first time in so long. They are actually thriving where they're at, and that makes me feel so good. I feel like I'm actually changing people's lives. And when you can earn an income and you can support an entire family of 4 children, you can put them in private school, and you can give them the extracurricular activities that you would want to give your children and give them the life that my heart desires for them as a widowed mom, there is nothing like it when I'm earning that income, watching my own people, my own friends, my own family, the people I love getting healthy, getting happy, and maybe earning income for themselves. The beauty of Plexus is there's no inventory. I am not an organized mama, okay? I'm a, it's crazy. And so if I had to, do parties and like, okay, you want this lipstick or you want this, it would not be happening for me. You go on and you order, and it goes directly to that person's site. They order themselves. Everything is taken care of. Plexus is incredible. My husband and I owned a construction company, and our overhead was very high. Like you're talking 50,000 high. That's overhead. For my Plexus business is $34.95 a year. That's it. $34.95 a year. And you're taking your own personal products that are going to change your life. If I could just take your shoulders and shake you and say $34.95 with a 60-day money-back guarantee, what if this changed everything for you? I know that if you would give this a chance, you would watch these products change your life. You would watch these products start to change your friends' lives, your parents' lives, and you would jump on board and be just as passionate and crazy as we are about Plexus. I had a friend of mine message me who's been watching me since I started. She just messaged me. She just joined. She has been struggling with some autoimmune issues for her she's been on Plexus for a little bit over 3 weeks, and it's changed her world. It has changed her world. She is just shouting it. I mean, it's like she can't even contain herself. And she made fun of me when I first started. So what I want to say is just give this a try. Let these products work their magic, and know that you're joining an incredible team of people who love Plexus, but we're really here to cheer you on. I have some of the best friends from Plexus. I did not know Bree before Plexus. I didn't know Chelsea before Plexus, but I know them now, and I cannot imagine my life without them. It was fun in Phoenix on one of the trips we got to go on. Thank you, Plexus. And we're going to Hawaii in September. Thank you, Plexus. And I just think, and I drive a Lexus, and y'all, I do feel like a little bit like a baller in there. I'm just like, this is so hilarious. I have never even had a new car, let alone a Lexus. Okay, I'm driving this giant, beautiful, fancy car, and I don't know what anything does. I'm like, oh, I don't know what anything does. Nobody's talking to me. And I'm, it's hilarious. But it's because I have a heart to share these products. And every one of these ladies on here, they have it because we care, and we've watched it change too many people's lives to stay quiet about it. So we're asking you to not go to bed tonight without getting your questions answered. Ask the person who invited you here. You were invited here because you're cared about, you are loved, and you are cherished, and somebody wants to see you be the best you that you possibly can. These products can do it, and this business opportunity will rock your world if you allow it, if you will share, if you will get out and love people well, and just share your heart about what Plexus has done for you. Because if you give it 60 days, it will do amazing, incredible things for you. We're so glad that you guys joined us tonight. Thank you so much for hopping on. Thank you so much for caring enough about yourself. And thank you so much for inviting people on here tonight to hear your heart about Plexus. We are so thrilled. We want you to go. We want you to get some Plexus. We want you to get that triplex. We want you to get started. We want you to get it going on, and you're going to feel amazing. And we can't wait for you to be doing these, and we're going to hop on and be like, yeah, on too. So we're so excited. Thank you so much for hopping on tonight. You guys be blessed, and we'll see you next time.